Ignition.
Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the Gun Guy. Thank you very much for watching my channel and for hanging out with me here in the man cave, I guess is what you'd call it, at my house. Yeah, I do them in my garage. What can I say? You know, it's a YouTube channel. It's not CBS, so you gotta be what you gotta be. Listen, I'm continuing the videos I'm doing for you on how to come up with a California compliant defensive rifle. Now, before I get started, I want to thank the folks who have helped out on Patreon or made a donation to the channel. Here they are. You can see them up on the screen, and hopefully if your name is up there, please accept my thanks. If your name isn't up there, it will be soon. It's probably just because we filled up the screen. And if we forgot you, please let me know. If somewhere you got lost in the fray there, we'll make sure that you get credit for helping us out. Now, there's a couple different ways to do that. Some of these folks that you see have gone on Patreon and joined Patreon for us. You can do it for as little as $1 a month. Also, some folks have just gone on our website at gunguy.tv. This is always astounding to me, and clicked on the donate button on the upper right-hand corner and just donated a little money to help us out. You're welcome to do that as well if you'd like, and we certainly would appreciate it. The reason I'm asking you to do this is because we are essentially at Gun Guy TV pretty much viewer supported. We make a little bit of money off of advertising from YouTube, but honestly, it's about, right now it's hovering around 12 to 13% of what it used to be. So we had a huge drop there, and it's never really come back. So we need the operating capital to be able to do the things that we do for you. So that's the reason why I mentioned it. All right, let's get on to what I've reviewed here, which is this grip wrap. This was sent to me by Solar Tactical. What I've done with this rifle, just to kind of bring you up to speed with it, is I removed the flash hider because California is buggy about those for some idiotic reason. And I put on this muzzle brake, which, by the way, I actually like a lot better than the flash hider anyway. So I really like it. I don't have a forward pistol grip, and I never have because I don't particularly like them personally, but I really do like this Magwell that has a grip on it, and I use it a lot, particularly when I'm out in the desert because the foregrip gets hot and the Magwell grip does not, and I use it for support a lot of times. And then I took off the collapsible stock and I put on this Magpul stock. It was sent to me by Optics Planet, and that gave me a non-collapsible stock, and frankly, I like the stock a lot, so I was very happy to have it. I never used a collapsible stock and collapsed it anyway because I'm a big guy, and I really needed a full-length stock anyhow. So the last little step was to remove the quote-unquote pistol grip by making it so that I couldn't wrap my thumb around it. That's part of the code. So that's this grip wrap that I'm reviewing today from Solar Tactical. They were kind enough to send it to me. I sent them off my Stark grip. It's my favorite grip for my ARs. And I sent them one, and they made the grip wrap for me, sent it right back to me. I mean, they were really fast. I got it back in the mail, and I was like, wait, what? So it came back very quickly, and they asked me right hand, left hand. You'll notice if you look at it kind of sideways that I'm right-handed, so the little flap or whatever you want to call it is kind of pushed over a little bit to give me more purchase with my right hand than I would have with my left. I got it. I put it on. Do I like it? Well, if I didn't have to have one to comply with the law, I'd jerk it off there. No, it's not something I would put on there, you know, because the other things, the compensator and the stock, yeah, I like those. I frankly, in retrospect, I'd have put those on the rifle anyway. Would I put this on the rifle anyway? Of course not. However, that said, I didn't think I was going to like shooting the rifle with it, but notice I have not lost any capability to move the rifle, hold the rifle, or anything by moving my thumb over. Now, maybe some people will. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a big guy, and I still do a lot of chin-ups and push-ups and like that, even at my age. And I've been a martial artist for a long time, so I've been told I have a fairly serious grip. So I'm not really trying that hard, and I've got the gun. It isn't going anywhere. So I was very impressed by that. It's very comfortable. I didn't find it uncomfortable at all. I did practice some things with it by holding it up and seeing if I could change a mag, you know, and take a mag out and that kind of stuff without having to use my support hand, my non-shooting hand, or anything like that. And I found, no, I can manipulate the rifle perfectly, pretty much the way I did before. I just can't wrap my thumb around the grip. And shooting it was a breeze. I thoroughly enjoyed shooting it. The grip didn't have any effect on my ability to run the rifle or my ability to make it function. The magical thing for me is that by doing these things, The rifle now becomes quote-unquote featureless under California law, even if you look at the latest release of the regulations, because it does not have any of the offending features. It does not have a flash hider. It has a muzzle brake instead. It does not have a forward pistol grip. Instead, it has this grip. By the way, you'll notice I still have control of it left-handed, even though this fin is kind of moved over to the left side. I shot it left-handed as well and found that it really didn't hamper me at all. So you could shoot it right hand, left hand. And if you order the grip wrap from them, they'll ask you whether you're a righty or a lefty, and they'll make the grip for you appropriately. But anyway, I don't have the flash hider. I don't have a forward pistol grip. I don't have a pistol grip technically anymore because my thumb doesn't wrap around it. And I don't have a collapsible stock. And as a result, my rifle no longer meets the definition under California law as an assault weapon. And so this is my favorite part. I can, and I did, take off my stupid, idiotic bullet button and replace my bullet button with my standard mag release because it's not legally an assault weapon anymore. Ah, bueno. I just absolutely love that. I got my mag release back. Now I feel like I have a rifle that actually functions the way it's supposed to function. Now here's the other thing I like about it. This grip wrap is held on by 3 little screws that you could turn with a penny or a dime if you wanted to, if you didn't have to have a screwdriver with you. That's all it's holding on there, and you just peel it off. Which means when I'm in California, I leave it on. I go to Nevada, Arizona to go visit my friends or whatever, I peel it back, peel it off of there. I don't need it over there. So now I have a fully functional rifle with a regular grip. I'm not stuck with some funky stock that I got to take the stock off or replace or whatever. It's a standard stock. Everything else on the rifle is what I would, frankly, in retrospect, make it be anyway because I really like it that way. I like the stock a lot. I like the muzzle brake a lot. The only difference is this thing, and that comes off with 3 little screws. It's basically a 2.5 to 3 minute operation. Might take you 5 minutes if you do this somewhere along the line, and that is take a drink of your coffee. Other than that, you're talking about something that takes no time at all to just restore the rifle to its original functioning, if you happen to be in a state where it's legal to do that. And then before you come back into California, put the grip wrap back on and drive it back into California. Now, as I said, I took this rifle to the range and I stood there and changed mags and moved the optic around and did all kinds of stuff just to see what the controllability of the rifle was with the grip wrap on there and my thumb on one side of it. And then I shot it quite a bit. I shot it from the bench and it shot very well, and I didn't find it uncomfortable at all. Is it different? Yes. Is it uncomfortable? No. I mean, it's just a matter of the fact that I can't put my thumb around there, which I'm used to doing. Now I'll just get used to not doing that, and it'll be fine. It doesn't change the functionality of the rifle at all, except that it just makes it California legal. And then I shot it standing for quite a while. I shot it, banged away at the target in a standing position. I didn't have an opportunity to shoot prone or sitting or whatever, but I think, frankly, it wouldn't make a difference. The rifle functions extremely well, just as it always does. This is my favorite. One of my favorite rifles, by the way, and I like it a lot, and it's just awesome, and it functions beautifully, and I really like the fact that I have my standard mag release back, because that's a big deal. I mean, if you got an AR-15, you can't change your mag. That's the battle everybody is fighting, and I didn't want to have to take the gun apart to do it. I wanted to have my favorite rifle be the one that functions as normal, as long as California allows me some fashion of doing that and not having to register the rifle. Now, obviously, if they watch my videos, they know I have it. I get it, but it's not registered, and I didn't want to have that happen. It was purchased a long time ago, and back before long arms were registered, so it's not. Now, the other thing I should mention to you too is if you build your rifle featureless like this, my understanding is that if you have pre-banned 30-round mags, you can use them with a featureless rifle. I wouldn't do it with a registered assault weapon. I think there's a criminal problem there. But if you have a featureless rifle like this one, you can use your high-cap mags. Now, this is a 10-round mag that looks like a 30 because I took all of my mags out of California already, and I'm not going to go back and get them. I could, I guess, because there's a federal judge that struck down that ban on the 30-round mags. Here in San Diego, a federal judge said, no, that's unconstitutional. But you know that's going to get overturned by the Ninth Circus Court of Appeals as soon as they put their kangaroo suits on. So rather than ship them, take them back and forth, I just figured the heck with it. I've got 10 rounders, and that's what I'm going to use in California, unless that decision actually holds. If it holds, then yeah, will I, I'll find out if I can actually bring them back into the state. I don't know. Once you take them out, maybe you can't bring them back. I don't know. What I do know is, like I said, I'm the host of an internet show, and I've got to be 100% compliant, because otherwise they'll be banging on my door saying, hey, we saw your YouTube channel and you've got, okay. So if you're from DOJ, just so that you know, DOJ, this is a 10-round mag. It is not a 30. It's only a 10. It just looks like a bigger mag than it really is. So there you are. There's one way to take your existing AR-15 and turn it into a featureless rifle. So far I've shown you this one. We've done it piece by piece. I've shown you the Mini 14. We're going to look at the Sega. We're going to look at the AK. We're going to also look at the SU, or I think it's the SU-16 or whatever it is from Kel-Tec, which is a great little rifle. I got a buddy that's got one of those. And we'll look at some other options that we also looked at the M1 Garand. Now that I think about it, we'll do a little bit more with the M1 soon too. But I can tell you, if you're in a position where you're going to look for a grip wrap like this, Solar Tactical is awesome. I'm really impressed with them. This is a great piece of equipment. They made it to fit the grip perfectly. It came back really fast. I'm just really impressed with their customer service and with the quality of their product. Now, like I said, is it a product that I would pick just because? No. They do make some things that I would, but not this particular type of item. But for a Californian, where this helps me have my rifle be legal while in California, and I can quickly take it off when I leave the state and I'm in a free state, it's brilliant. I like it a lot. So there's the... Now, don't take the fact that I like it a lot and say, you're advocating these laws, okay? Go back and watch the beginning of the video, please, all right? So anyway, go back and check those out. The link is in the description for Solar Tactical. They do make other things, by the way, besides grip wraps, and you should check out some of the things they do. Great company. I'm very, very impressed with them, and I thank them for sending this to me. It's a good product. I'm very happy with it. I'm not happy with the fact that I have to use it, obviously, but I am very happy with it. I also want to thank Elemental Arms once again for providing the ammo. They're a great little company in El Cajon. I'm trying to support them a lot here in California. Anybody that's a firearms manufacturer in California needs our support, so check out Elemental Arms as well. But for sure, if you're doing this, look into the grip wrap. I think that's what they call them, a Kydex wrap or Kydex grip wrap from Solar Tactical, and the link is in the description. And also, please subscribe. We're trying to build the subscriber base, and if you haven't already subscribed, I urge you to do that. Lastly, I would encourage you to join the National Rifle Association. We put a link in the description so you can save a few bucks doing that. They need your help, and if you're not a member of them, NRA, you need to be. You're watching gun videos, so I urge you to join the NRA. If you have a gun for home defense, self-defense, whatever, and you feel like you might one day use it, you're going to need some legal backup. The company I use and have for a long, long time is called Second Call Defense. They're a great supporter of this channel. I'm very, very grateful for them. Terrific company. Check out Second Call Defense for your legal support and legal insurance. I guess you'd call it insurance, which is, it's not really, but it kind of is. But it'll back you up and send you money. It'll bail you out of jail, and they'll send you money to defend yourself in court and pay the attorney for you, and even send you some money to clean up your house if you happen to shoot some thug in your house and it makes a mess or whatever. I mean, they're really a great company. And you got the access to the lawyer 24/7, 365, and on the phone and all that kind of stuff. Second Call Defense, their link is also in the description. All right, enough about that. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, as I said. Have a wonderful week. And send me, type in here, leave me a comment. What are you doing with your rifle? I'd love to know. Maybe you've got some ideas that I haven't explored yet, and if I can get the parts and pieces and like that, I'll see if I can do a review on it. Have a great week. Be safe.